thank you, Michael.
Yeah, it's rather a dull day here in Selhurst Park.
It is dull and grey, and it's been dull for a long time and grey, with the NATO telling us what to do in football. Now, this for the second time. The first time they told us what to do was when we wanted to try and expel Israel from football for what it is doing in the apartheid state. And now they're telling us what to do and putting up flags in football stadiums where before it was a crime to do that, and clubs like Celtic were fined an awful lot of money for flying Palestinian flags. And now it's almost compulsory to file the Ukrainian flags, because they're put on your seat and you're expected to raise them at matches. So they're just taking over, NATO is just taking over everything in life, and now taking over football to dictate its political policies and imperialism across the world. So we're going to be uncomfortable for a little while until we ride this storm of NATO imperialism, But it's dangerous when it gets into football,
Thanks very much, John. Thanks for that. Thank you.
And I'm a member of Wandsworth Stand Up to Racism, and with other Palace fans and fans from the visiting teams, we often do leafleting sessions, and it's really important that people know what's going on. I mean, I think people generally are oblivious to what is going on in terms of Israel, the apartheid nature of the Israeli state. And we've got to stand true and firm that we aren't going to put up with it.
Thank you.
Not so good. I'm very angry as it happens. I was walking down the street, minding my own business. This woman was wanted me to give some money for Ukraine. And I explained to her, this is all very well, but I mean, all you want is to give money to white Ukrainians, to help white Ukrainians, but there are lots of African Ukrainians who are just being mistreated. No one is offering them any help whatsoever. That's not the way it ought to be. I mean, if you're a refugee, you're a refugee, regardless of colour or creed.
So you think there's a racism problem in Ukraine?
I think there's a great racism problem. I mean, Ukrainians have always been thought of as being Nazis and anti-Semitic, and I think they're racist as well. I mean, that anti-Semitism and Islamophobia is racism as well, but I think it's awful. I know a friend of mine was told, when he was paying in a supermarket, well, should we add X amount on for Ukraine? What a load of nonsense. There's no free choice in this country anymore.
The trouble is that we're not told the whole story about these things, are we?
Absolutely not. I blame NATO myself. They have this sort of way of doing things, and everybody has to adhere. We're living in a climate of fear.
Thanks very much, Carol.
Thank you.